Field Marshal.
Your Imperial Majesty.
General.
Majesty.
Admiral.
Majesty.
And Wittmann Holweg.
Your Majesty.
Well, what instructions do you have for me this time?
With respect, sir, we are here to present to Your Majesty the present situation as we see it, and to seek Your Majesty's advice.
I didn't want this war. I was not even responsible for its declaration. This war is decimating our youth, it's crippling our economy. Our whole nation, gentlemen, is crying out for peace.
Peace, Your Majesty, can only be achieved by absolute and complete victory.
At the cost of how many more German soldiers' lives, General? We are fighting a war on two fronts, gentlemen. We have the enemy before us and at our rear. British blockade has us on the brink of starvation. There is a limit to which may push a nation, gentlemen. If this war is not soon ended, it will be the German people telling us what to do, not the other way around.
As you are aware, Majesty, I have explored every possibility of a peaceful settlement of this war without success. The Allies have rejected our proposals out of hand.
The Allies. I have one cousin who is King of England, another Tsar of Russia. You would have thought, wouldn't you, that between the three of us... I sometimes think that Nicky and George conspire against me. I tell you, gentlemen, if my grandmother was still alive today, she would never have allowed this.
From a purely military point of view, Your Majesty, our armies and the enemy's can hold their positions on the Western Front indefinitely. It is time we had a radical reappraisal of our strategy.
Indeed.
For with every day that passes, the enemy grows stronger by building up supplies, raw materials, food.
Within 6 days, Majesty, I can have 6 flotillas of U-boats commanding the sea lanes of the North Atlantic. I give you my word, Majesty, that the German Navy will bring England to her knees within 4 months.
And America into the war within 4 weeks.
Possibly, Your Majesty. We must be prepared for that threat.
You make all these proposals, gentlemen, but it is I who must accept responsibility for the final decisions. It's too much for any one man.
With the utmost respect, you have not heard all our proposals. As Your Majesty rightly pointed out, we are fighting a war on 2 fronts. The Russian front must be eliminated.
Do you think, Field Marshal, in the years that you were a general in the field and knew nothing of what was going on behind the scenes in the Wilhelmstrasse, that I was not conscious of that fact?
We are all deeply sensible of your foresight, Majesty. With Russia out of the war, I can release 122 divisions from the east, more than doubling our strength on the Western Front and enabling us to mount a major offensive. Eh, Ludendorff?
A breakthrough. Complete victory.
But have I not, Chancellor, again and again tried to get my cousin Nicky to sign a separate peace treaty with the Central Powers? I have personally, in writing, guaranteed that every single German soldier will be taken from Russian soil in return for a guarantee of a separate peace. Now, you don't know my cousin, Field Marshal, is as stubborn as he is treacherous.
With respect, Majesty, I am confident that there are other means of detaching Russia from her commitment to the Western Allies. In Russia, there are certain disruptive groups.
Every week I hear the same thing. Russia is on the verge of a civil war. Her army is on the brink of mutiny. That we should try to win this war by encouraging a Bolshevik revolution in Russia is sheer insanity. If we should succeed, what then? We should have an armed Bolshevik nation on our doorstep. Out of an enemy, we would create a monster.
If your Imperial Majesty will not make some decision, then an armies might well retire from the field before another drop of German blood is shed. We must either fight this war to win or sue for peace at any price.
Oh, very well. But I place the responsibility for this on your shoulders, gentlemen. Very well. Admiral, you may have your unrestrained submarine warfare. And the day hostilities cease on the Eastern Front, Ludendorff, you may have your complete victory. What dreadful tea this is. Where does it come from nowadays?